for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation. Ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs, stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go. The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
54. Mike 54. Check back.
First down, Bridgewater. Keeps himself upright. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Well, this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long.
Kill. Switch gears. Check. Lucky.
Throwing is Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Mike 5-4. Pick it up. Check 13.
Third and long for Bridgewater. Taking a shot for Samuel. He's got a man, complete. A big play there for the Niners. 49 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on second and 10. A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And down inside the 35 he goes to the 32-yard line. Second down a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. Throwing, Bridgewater. Drops it off for Coleman. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Goff. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. This is Darrell Henderson, the rookie 3rd-rounder. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Mike 54. 54 is Mike. Orbit. 76. Tell him. 76.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. There he goes, right side. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
Mike 53. Your track.
In search of redemption from the pick 6. Goff. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a 1st down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Fred Warner coming off a strong rookie year in on the stop for the Niners. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
56 to Mike. 5.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They'll run on 1st down. Coleman. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It'll go as a 1st down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
I got you. Mike 54. Let's go.
Bridgewater on 1st down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And an alley to run. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a 1st down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Obama. Hey, Charlie. Cooper.
After the interception, here's Goff. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Goff. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. Going for the deep ball. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Woods, the intended receiver. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Aaron Donald with a sack. 6-0 our score after 1. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Well, remember, Tevin Coleman was in the two-headed backfield in Atlanta during his 4 years there, along with Devontae Freeman. Now he joins a crowded backfield in San Francisco. But in Atlanta, he played under offensive coordinator Kyle Shanahan, and then, of course, Shanahan becomes a 49er head coach, and he made it a point to go out and snag his former running back because he really likes his 26-year-old ball carrier. 18 yards, 1st down, Niners. On 1st down, it's Coleman. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tevin Coleman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. 2nd down, it's Henderson. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets them to 3rd and 3 now.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down.
Brown. Hey, Echo. Check. Walk 54. Let's go, defense.
Goff now to throw. Open man is Henderson. That's complete. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. They'll run on 1st down. Henderson. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 50, it's gone. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long.
Hey, box drop.
56, Mike, 56, right there.
Play action. It's Goff. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 41-yard line.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Now Goff. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner.
2 for 1. 61, matchbox lights.
After the sack on 1st down, Goff. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
It'll be a 1st down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18. On 1st down, it's Henderson. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On 2nd and 9, Goff, and he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. Goff to Woods as the Rams move the chains. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. 2nd down and goal. Goff, and he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Zerline good with a PAT, and this is back to a 5-point game. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. A 1st down throw for Bridgewater. Taking a deep shot here. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, the rookie from Florida. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Mecole Hardman, the intended target.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
53, Mike.
Value 3.
53 to Mike. 50.
Go.
Goff on 1st down. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander. Sacks a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long.
17.
Check 53.
Hey, zoom.
Goff now looks to throw. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a fourth pick. And it's third down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Going up top. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had two nice interceptions a week ago. Now two here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Nickel Roby-Coleman.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Goff going to give this one to Henderson. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. Third and long. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. Third and long. It's Goff. They'll find Henderson there. It's complete. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up fourth. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. Zuerlein, of course, last year had likely the iconic field goal of the season, booting that 57-yarder in the Superdome to send his squad to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you really hurt the Saints fans on that one, didn't you?
Sorry.
They didn't want to hear that at all. But this guy deserves his nicknames. Greg the Leg, Legatron, because the ball goes through the post at a heavy rate, 87% in 2018.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Final play of the half, Bridgewater. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Go, 12, go.
From the gun on third down, gone. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Hey, Haywood! Here we go, Coach.
They're going to go for it. It's gone. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Henderson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Hey, Team 6.
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Back to throw, Goff. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. So that is 2 pick sixes he's thrown in this football game. Now, you take those away, Charles, it's a completely different situation.
It totally is, but guess what? They have to deal with what they have now, okay? So they can't just mentally go, well, if we hadn't thrown those pick sixes, we'd be okay. Here's where you are. Here's where you're going to battle. But guess what? They're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. In search of redemption from the pick six. Goff. That'll be caught by Cup. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, LA. Cooper Kupp, 78 yards, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turn that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Play action now. Bridgewater. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right, it hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
On third down, Bridgewater completes it to Samuel. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Back, back, back. Check 4, check 4. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Go, go. Check 3, check 3.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Flush to his right. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 23 yards, the final tally. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Bridgewater again. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Bridgewater taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is caught at the 20. 33 yards that time. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
On 2nd and goal, Bridgewater eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now Bridgewater. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll fake the give. Now gone. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Mike 54. I got you, son. 54 is Mike. Shell.
Throwing on 3rd. Gone. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. They'll run on first down. Henderson. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Goff. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, Orbit. Right there. 54, right there, 54, Mike.
From the gun, here's Goff. And able to find Higbee, it's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 29-yard line. Back now in Los Angeles. It's been a good one so far, just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
Mike, 36. Mike, 36.
Hey, lift. No gain on this. Here we go.
Throwing on second down. Goff. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. Trying to get it to Woods. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
We saw a number of good games earlier today, and this one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
It's just me and you.
Here's Coleman. And now look at him go. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 30.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Nick Bosa in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Throwing on second and long. Goff. That's into the hands of Reynolds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Jared Goff, 4 times last year, he led the Rams on a 4th quarter comeback. He obviously didn't do it in Super Bowl 53, but can he do it here? It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Tiger. Hey, Charlie.
On second and 11 now. Goff. And Woods has it complete. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do it.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Good job.
Hey, wahoo!
56. Mike's 56. Let's go.
Gone. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. Third down.
Hey, let's go.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
Off play action. Here's Goff. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And he's into the clear. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Bosa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. From the end zone, gone. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. The Rams on third down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This will be third and forever. Now gone. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Whirling.
The Rams going for it on fourth. Gone. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off near the 42. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he's got some space here. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Coleman now. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. They'll toss it to Coleman. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Last year's NFL leader in field goal percentage, Robbie Gould, on for the Niners field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Let's go!
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Here's gone. Now a desperate. He's got it. with the 15. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Robert Woods, his second touchdown on the season. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none.
And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score...
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now it's gone. He goes full extension, and he's got it. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for goal. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Now Warner's hit, and he loses it. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So look at this. They'll go for a field goal now to get within a score. This to get it back to a 1-score game. And the kick here will be good, but that doesn't do anything besides maybe make the final score a tiny bit more palatable, as that's how this one comes to an end. We thought we might have a good close game, and we did. Really came down to that final onside kick. They recovered it, but they would have had to return it. They were unable to do that, and that wrote an ending.
That is frustrating, isn't it? To execute an onside kick and get the ball, yet there's no payoff for them. Right now, they're probably in their locker room trying to comfort themselves with, the clock just ran out on us. We were right there.
So for the 49ers, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for L.A., they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, get